Ping.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is proof anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Green just plows right over Nurkic. Now Green runs over Nurkic, and he'll be called for the foul. And they're going to take a look at this.
What's going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. They're swinging each other around. Gobert gets in there. Draymond's got him in a headlock. They were going at each other's heads. That was serious.
Draymond right there. So he grabs Draymond's leg right there. Now Draymond steps on him.
Oh, he grabbed him by the throat. Oh, he threw a punch too. He finished. He grabbed him by the throat too.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Butcher and the Beard. I'm David Butcher. This is my good friend John Shanley.
How's it going? That was
episode 3.
Interesting clip, about Draymond. So
yeah, Draymond. That was highlights. You know, he's a boxer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Episode 3, we're gonna definitely start with Draymond because this guy, man. You know, how long will you put up with that if you're the Warriors organization? You know, it never stops. Like, there's no true accountability yet. Now he's suspended indefinitely.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that, man. I mean, he is a great player in his own way as a role player, but you can't be that way, man. You got to be professional. That's the whole thing. Professional basketball player, right?
Yeah. Like I was saying in my own mind, I was like, yo, man, he's going to have to join a UFC or something. You know what I mean? His professionalism is going to have to move over to a new career. You know, he's young enough still. He's not retired yet. So maybe he can get into the octagon or something, man, because like I was saying earlier to my other friends and stuff like that, when you think and discuss that, is like, hey, man, like some of these players, man, like some of them are soft, man. So when you come at them like that and you're, you know, like,
yeah, I don't know about soft. Like, that's the whole thing. You're supposed to be a professional. So, like, yeah, some of these guys probably did come from rough backgrounds, but the whole point is to get out of that, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, okay, the game gets physical, but that's the point of being professional. You're supposed to keep your cool.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to be able to take a hard shot to the face and just get up, walk it off, and, you know, go to the next play. You don't retaliate like that. Now, throughout sports, throughout competition, things get heated. Those things happen. But with Draymond, now he's a veteran. He's been in this league forever. He's got 5 titles. You can't be doing that. What kind of example are you setting for younger players to come in? Like, oh, it's okay to still be, you know, your hood version of yourself in a professional thing. Because let me tell you, the commissioner and the organization and all their sponsors, they're not going to put up with that stuff.
No, that's it. That's why I said definitely already. It's like, if you want to fight people, then, like, don't get me wrong, you know, you got to go to the UFC or something like that. So that's how it's going to have to come down to him, because I don't see him coming back. I don't see the Warriors organization taking that back. It's, you know, I mean, like they said,
they've taken it back already. You know, cool. And then, you know, he stepped on the guy last year in the playoffs, and then he choked out Gobert this year, and now he just punched this guy in the face. So like, maybe they're like, hey, this guy's such a good defender. Yeah, I guess it's okay to do it, but I guess it's okay.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're
not. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe Dave, you know, he's frustrated that, you know, he can't do the same things he did 10 years ago, and you know, he lets that emotions take over on the court, and you know, I get it. Like, you get angry and then you do something in a split second, and you know, you regret it afterwards, and you try to do some damage control. But at this point, Draymond is just
for sure. I think he needs to call LeBron James, ask him for his nutrition, his body of health. You know, because LeBron James, he spends what, like $10 million a year, or something like that, on his body, or something like that, something ridiculous. But hey. Well, nothing feels better than wake up in the morning with no pain. You know what I mean?
I think some, like, you know, Zen, you know, stuff, like, you know, he has to spend some time with Buddha, learn to, you know, take it down a little bit.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, be a more positive influence. Because if I've listened to his webcast before, he's really intelligent. He's a really good guy. And it's just, you know, he has these moments of insanity, but unfortunately it's going to tarnish his otherwise like very successful career.
Yeah, you know, you could be talking about one of the best defenders in the game ever.
Oh, so I mean, he is definitely, you know, up there for this generation's like role player. You know,
for sure.
Every generation has like a like this just amazing role player that transcends, teams into championships. You had Dennis Rodman, Meta World Peace, and now you have, Draymond, and he fits that category, and he just gets into too much trouble on the court.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think it's time to either reflect or you got to move on, man. That's what you have to tell the organization. Hey, like, because you got to like tell them, hey, man, like you already took me back, and you say, how many chances can you get? It's like one.
Well, they'll assess it, and time will go by, and they'll figure out what the thing is. He's suspended indefinitely, but that doesn't mean that they're not gonna bring him back at some point.
For sure.
I'm sure there's gonna be things he has to do similar to like John Morant, even though John Morant's problems were off the court.
Yeah.
It's he's gonna have to go through some stuff and do whatever, but
yeah,
we haven't seen or heard the last of Draymond, and
no, for sure.
But at least for this episode, we're done with you.
Yeah, we're done with it. Yeah, that was the clip.
He always is good for a source of topic, but we're gonna continue next with Ohtani again.
Yeah.
Because now even more stuff's coming up about this contract. So
yeah,
apparently he can opt out if management leaves or whatever, and like, how does that even work? Does he get the money or?
Yeah, that's the confusing part that I'm sitting at, thinking like this guy's going to get paid $2 million for 10 years with an opt-out plan because of management. I'm confused on the thing. I don't know what I'm reading anymore when it comes to Ohtani. Is he getting money? Is he playing for free? What's going on here? Like, is he going to be sitting here at the end of this year with no ring and no money at the same time? Like,
well, I mean, he's got plenty of money.
Yes, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying in the contract with the Dodgers. That's what I'm saying. What is going on here? Is he going to opt out half the year? Like, I don't like it anymore.
It reminds me of this guy that I used to know at the casino, and he was a high roller, but he would always take out these big chips, like these chips that would worth like $250 grand a piece, and he would leave them on the side of the table for everybody to see. But then he played with like the $100 chips like everybody else was playing. So, for me, Ohtani, this contract's just like, hey, look at my dick. $700 million.
Yeah. Look what I got.
I'm not cashing that out, but it's there.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
For everybody to see.
Yep. It's like the number looks great. You're like $700 million for whatever years he's going to be doing, because you don't know how these contracts
not even collect that. So
yeah. So that's
is what it is. The Dodgers got their man. He stays there. So, but as these things come out, it's just really, really interesting.
Yeah. We'll continue, guys, letting you know what's going on with Shohei Ohtani, because we are more intrigued than you guys are probably, because it's just one article after the next of things that could be transferring themselves into the baseball field. Yeah. Like maybe he won't even play for them because he's still injured.
Right.
Like
he can't pitch. He's going to be a designated hitter. So
yeah. So it's like he's just going to be sitting. We'll keep you up to date on that.
Anyway, so David, I don't know if you know this, but having a beard, you have a collection of friends that have beards.
Oh,
so
you do.
I've asked a couple of friends of mine to help us with the show this week and do some of their picks. So I got a good friend of mine. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name's Thor. He's an Avenger and stuff like that. And
you know Thor.
I do. So
how did you meet Thor?
I'll get to this after the clip, but we're going to show my good buddy Thor giving us some NHL picks for today.
Good morning, people of Earth. This is Thor of Asgard, good friend of John Shanley, helping him out with his podcast. John, you're a great guy, and I know you're going to do well with the podcast. Anyway, I'm here to give you my picks for the NHL. As all of you most know by now, the hockey was actually invented by Asgard. It was a memory of how we beat the ice giants in the Great War, and we would use hammers instead of sticks, but that's enough of that. For now, we're going to give you the wonderful picks for tonight's NHL games. Tonight, we have the Blue Jackets and the Leafs. Kind of two very different names. Blue Jackets could land on the Leaf, I suppose. But anyway, Leafs are hot, so we're going to stick with them. Then we've got the Capitals and the Flyers. Flyers, again, playing well. Capitals playing well, but we like the home team today. Philly's just rough. Hurricanes and Red Wings. Red Wings are doing well. Hurricanes, again, good playoff team the last few years, but I think Detroit maintains that Detroit City fire and Black. Yes, fire. I like fire. Anyway, Red Wings tonight. Senators and Blues. Well, Senators aren't very blue. I did it funny. But we'll go with St. Louis. They've been playing pretty well. Flames and Wild, another good one, but I think the Flames will start out. So Thor again going with the home team. Here we go, Lightning and Oilers. You know, Thor loves lightning. That's right. And after all, Vasilevsky is from Asgard, but however, they are playing the Oilers, who Connor McDavid is also from Asgard. So we are going to go with the Oilers tonight. Sorry, Lightning, not today. Panthers and Canucks. Vancouver, again, playing very, very well. We're going to play with Vancouver. And finally, the Blackhawks and the Kraken. Oh, I love Krakens. Big sea beasts. Very, very, very scrumptious disc on Asgard, similar to like calamari. But we will stay with the sea beasts and keep them tonight. I hope you enjoy your picks, courtesy of Thor. Now, to play with my hammer. It's always nice to polish the hammer when I'm in the hot tub. Anyway, be good. Take care.
Wow. You do know Thor. How did you meet Thor, man?
Oh, man. Back in the late 90s, me and Thor used to dominate the beer league softball league. So we won a bunch of championships, drank a bunch of beer, got a bunch of girls. And then next thing you know, things happened. He had problems with his brother, and he ended up joining the Avengers. And I got married, stopped playing, retired, whatever. But that's how life goes. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. And, thank you for those picks. I would say that it's interesting to know that some of these guys are from Asgard, but I know you weren't too happy about his life.
Thor, we're maybe not friends anymore because you said that my boy Vasky was from Asgard, which he is. I was putting Vasgard and Asgard together, so that's why it was Vasgard, because it's Vasky. So, right. But at the end of the day, the Lightning are taking it, man. Thor, come on. You're Lightning, come on. You gotta be better than that, though. You gotta be better than that, Thor. I know it's gonna.
He should be a little more biased, but I'll leave it at that. So
he should be.
Let's move to my a little bit more specialty. I love the NBA, and I also have another very good friend of mine. Everybody knows this guy. It's Santa Claus, and he's gonna give us his NBA picks because he's
now he knows Santa Claus.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Santa.
Merry Christmas and good morning, everybody. My good friend John Shanley, who has a new podcast called ButcherandTheBeard with his good friend David Butcher, who is always on the good list, asked me to do some NBA picks for you today. And I'm very happy to do so because, as most of you may or may not know, Santa is a big NBA fan. So let's go right into those picks, shall we? We have the Celtics and the Cavs. Both very good teams with very good players, but the Celtics are at the top of the league, so we're going to go with them today. The Bulls and the Heat. The Bulls always like to stay competitive with the top teams, but I feel like Jimmy and the Heat are just going to have too much going for them tonight, and Santa's got a little parlay going for that as well, so we like the Heat. Wolves and Mavs. One very, very good matchup. The Wolves are at the top of the list of the league, and you have the Mavs who just staying relevant, and Luka is just on another level right now. They're playing at home, so Santa's going with the Mavs, and Luka might even have a triple-double. Nets and Nuggets. Nuggets are, again, the defending champs. They have the best player in the league in the Joker, so we're going to go with the Nuggets. Even though the Nets are up and coming, it should be very entertaining, but we will definitely stay with the champs. Jazz and Portland. They are two of the bottom dwellers of the league. However, they get to showcase their talents, and even though they're up and coming and we're going to stay positive, I will like the Jazz in this for a little road victory because Aiden probably won't play, but we will see. Thunder and Kings. Two great, young, up-and-coming, high-powered offensive teams. I like the Kings to outshoot them in a very, very high take the over in the Sacramento. So going with the home team. Finally, we got the Warriors and the Clippers. The Warriors, I'm afraid they're past their prime, and Draymond just loves being on the naughty list. However, the Clippers are playing well as well, and Kawhi has been scoring like, it's been 5 years ago. So we are going with the Clippers for that one. Hope everybody enjoys their picks. Tonight, Santa's going to put a little money down and enjoy a hot cocoa with some peppermint schnapps. Merry Christmas!
Wow, you do know Santa. How the heck do you know Thornton? How did you meet Santa?
Well, I mean, we all do have the beards, but Santa is a good story. Back in the like early '90s, it was impossible to get Knicks tickets, but we could get courtside net tickets. They were practically giving them away. So me and my buddies got courtsides to the Nets, and he was sitting right next to us as Santa, and like Santa's a big pro basketball fan, and he's also kind of an avid gambler. And like I gave him some advice about who to pick that year, and apparently he made a buttload because I was on the nice list from then on, and we call and shoot the shit every now and then with some NBA picks. That's about it for Santa. But anyway,
well, now it's good to know what Santa's doing when he's not delivering gifts.
Yeah, he's doing them parlays, man. He's
hey.
Some people have problems, but he's Santa, so like whatever, he can do whatever he wants to. He's
the funny thing is when they read the ticket, Saint Nick on the ticket,
Yeah.
Saint Nick.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say he uses his magic sometimes to help him out with a bet or two, but that's his business.
That's his business. He needs to help us out a little more on my parlays.
Oh well. All right, my man. So let's switch from NBA and hockey to we got one game tonight, Raiders and Chargers.
One game, and it's going to be a sleep fest. No Justin Herbert. I don't even think
I'm going to watch it, honestly.
Is Aiden O'Connell going to even throw the ball to Devontae Adams? We don't even know. Put the parlay under. Like I'm putting under. I'm taking the chance. I'm taking the shit. Like what you're telling me? Maybe he won't be. Maybe it'd be like the freaking the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Patriots. You know what I mean? Everyone picks the under, and then they one team just blows them out the water. Like, but it just seems boring.
I don't know about you, but I'm out of my fantasy football playoffs, so it don't matter to me either.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my lineup and see who's even in the starting role.
I'm just gonna bench everybody in the. I won't do that.
Just bench everybody.
I got nobody in tonight's game, so
yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised that I didn't have any Raiders because my team was that bad this year. So
yeah, that's it. I don't think I have any Raiders either. Maybe Devontae Adams, but man, is that even a lock to play? Like, do you play Devontae Adams? What if he gets you like 12 freaking yards? You know what I mean? Then you're. I can't take that chance.
I think I'm gonna watch the Lightning game instead.
Yeah, me too. And then I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna be Asgardians.
Yeah, I think that's
looking at them in a different light now.
And then when we win, I can come back and talk to Thor. You'll connect us.
You talk shit to Thor. He loves that.
Yeah, he'll lightning.
When he's not playing with his hammer.
When he's not playing with his hammer, he's got a nice hammer. You know what I'm saying?
He does. Well, that's Thor for you.
That's Thor for you.
He's a funny guy. But anyway, so we've gone over a lot of stuff today in very little amount of time, actually.
Yeah,
so we have some time to rant on some things. I want to rant on the whole thing last night with Giannis and the Pacers taking the ball. And that was weird, man, seeing Giannis go running like he's going to do something. Like, again, back to the Draymond thing, you're a professional. Like, it's show.
Yeah.
But, for the Pacers, you're in Milwaukee, so it's their home court. It's their ball. Stop being babies and stealing the ball. Like, come on, what's that about? Like,
Yeah, you got so embarrassed that he put up 64 points on you that you had to take the ball.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, if we're going to rant, like, those are the people that are like, yo, you're bad for the community of basketball. You're brothers, right? You're always like, hey, we're brothers here. We're brotherhoods. Like, I get it. It's an embarrassment to a degree, but like that's an accomplishment for somebody. You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah.
humongous for a big man. This is not like your Steph Curry's and there's people shooting the ball from like half court. You're like talking about brotherhood, like we always talk about. Hey, we're family. The ones that we slap up right after the game, hug up, and then we go have a beer with or something.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna steal the ball from an accomplishment that he wants to put it for his family. This dude used to do things. You know what I mean? Like for his family. That's all he's about. You're gonna take the ball. You're gonna be that person that's like, oh, I know that he scored 64. You think that he scored 64 shooting threes? No, he came into the hole. That's why you're embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because he didn't just, like Steph Curry, like, yeah, when it's raining threes and you're jumping and trying to block a three, that's different than this guy coming into the hole and scoring 64 points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Giannis is an incredible talent. And
yeah,
when you're an incredible talent, you're going to have incredible feats during the year.
Yeah.
And like, that's one of those unwritten rules that people don't, like you do. You just don't steal the ball. Like people might be like, well, he's overreacting. No, like it's like a courtesy thing. Like, this is our home court. I just scored 60 where I'm taking, my team is, taking the game ball. It's part of their like ceremony back, in the back of the things. If you've ever seen in the NFL after games, like, whoever has a great game, the coach hands out the team ball. I'm sure they do something similar in the NBA. So like to be petty and steal the ball for stuff like that, that's bad on the Pacers. It's bad juju, and the league's not gonna. Other teams are gonna take notice of that too. And
yeah,
I
for
know
sure.
the Pacers are off to a good start, but now other teams with other stars are gonna come in and be like, okay, you want to be petty? Now I'm gonna drop 60 on you or whatever. So
I'm not giving you the chance.
Never give any other team extra motivation, especially in the pros.
Yeah, for sure. That's because they're going to have their best game on you because of that.
Exactly.
You don't think people watch? Everybody's watching everybody. They can say, "Oh, I don't watch this." Somebody might. Yeah.
People love and respect Giannis, especially in the NBA. Like he is definitely one of the most respected ballers in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and
then
he's
like
done his thing.
It's a brotherhood, it's a community, and like other teams, they're gonna
yeah, no, for sure.
Say what's up.
Yeah,
maybe they'll steal the ball when Halliburton scores like 60 points one day or something.
Oh, dude, that's the payback that they are looking for.
Or like they'll go into the locker room and Draymond will just be waiting to choke you out,
like the previous clip in the beginning.
Right, like it's like something out of a Halloween movie. It's like, man, I just had a great game. Hey, where's the game ball? And then Draymond's just sitting there with like a knife and he stabs the game ball.
Oh my! You're not getting this game ball.
You're not getting this game ball. You're getting these hands.
That's what it is. It's not. He's turning it into something else.
Draymond must be from Florida because he loves to throw them hands.
Well, Florida man gets arrested for fighting in the locker room.
I moved down here 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, and I know something. Florida people love to throw hands. So
yeah, they do. They don't care what it's about.
They don't care.
You took my Skittles.
Be the first one to throw her hands too.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Oh, anyway.
That's too funny. But yeah, man.
Did we even make a pick for the Raiders and Chargers?
No, we didn't. We went right to
we just went for the under.
We went for the under. I think that's the pick. I think that's the play. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, a very low scoring game. I can't
Where
see.
Is it? Is it in San Diego?
Yeah, I don't even know because at the end of the day, they couldn't score with Justin Herbert.
It's in Vegas. So if it's in Vegas, I'm gonna give it to the Raiders. Maybe another big, 12 to 9 showdown or something like that.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be a kicker fest, just all field goals?
I don't know. Like just both of those teams have had such disappointing years,
Dude.
At least the Raiders at one point had a couple of like they fired the coach. They bring in a new coach, and then they win a couple games. But
yeah,
I mean, the Chargers just been like,
yeah, they started with us
5 wins, but it was like not impressive at all. Nothing.
No, that's
nothing to write home about.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
I'm looking forward to Saturday because we got some good games on Saturday. Actually, we have some really good games on Saturday, but we're not going to get into that.
No, we that's we're an everyday show. We're Monday through Sunday, pretty much. So we try to,
to go. Well, for right now, we're going to do at least 3 to 4 episodes a week. After today, we'll be back on Saturday.
Saturday.
And then we'll do another game show Sunday, and then maybe Tuesday, Thursday. That seems to be the thing. Tuesday, Thursday, and then the weekends.
That's it. Perfect. Hope you guys, if you have any insight,
try to look going forward to get some of our friends on here, some other people that have some input, and who knows, during the week, I think is when we'll have our little guest spots. Thank you, Thor, and thank you, Santa, for lending us your take.
insight.
And then, like I said, maybe during the week we'll get some other guests, because believe me, I know a lot of people with beards that would love to talk about.
Yeah, you got the beer club. I'm gonna have to get some guests of myself into here so that I can.
David, I know you're a man of many connections. So
yes, I know a lot of people. I think I got us. I got us with some people.
All right, definitely. But anyway, that's this episode of Butcher and the Beard. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't be a Draymond.
Don't be Draymond.
Be good. Be good and enjoy your sports, and enjoy good sportsmanship, and win, lose, or whatever. Enjoy the games tonight. David?
I appreciate all you guys coming. Thank you guys for joining with Butcher and the Beard. I'm David Butcher. That's John Stanley. This is episode 3. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and join us for more.